Warrior, this is day 21 of our 31 days of advocacy. January is National Human Trafficking Prevention and Awareness Month. And I want to remind you each and every day that we need to talk about everything and anything because this is an American crisis. The exploitation, the trafficking of our precious kids and of all people. And I want to remind you, it's also a bipartisan issue. It belongs to no political party, correct? Now that we've gotten all of that out of the way, please make sure you are subscribed to our videos. I'm going to tell you again, and I have no shame, we want to get to that 10,000 mark of subscribers. That puts us into a new superhighway on YouTube where our videos will be circulated more, suggested more. We'll be able, though, the bottom line is to get information out to you. And that's what we need. There is a link missing, and I'm convinced, and I talk about it all the time. Organizations, for instance, such as myself, nonprofits, government officials, people working in slavery, understand all of these issues, are aware of all of these issues, but it's the public. How do we get the information correctly, truthfully, the reality out into the public? And then how do we give you resources? And I mean resources that are easy, resources that don't cost money. There are so many different child safety pieces of legislation floating around. Just today, we signed on to 2 new pieces of legislation that will be announced. We also, today, we're just invited to a Senate roundtable coming up in Washington. These are indeed exciting times. The doors are open. Yesterday was an absolutely, I don't care how you think of it, a day that goes down in American history. It is like, for the Warriors, a weight has been lifted off our shoulders because we are welcomed to Washington to talk about what is most important for you, the safety of our children, whether that's online or real time. And also, we are welcome back to Washington because the way the Warriors think, the way I think, is nothing has worked in the past. Let's face it. It's basically, and this is the way government works, checking off of boxes all the time. Okay, it's 2025. Clearly, none of that works. We need fresh ideas. We need fresh people. We need people to be bold. And I think with President Trump, actually, I know, we are going to make tremendous strides in the next 4 years. Already we have the border being shut down, and that is a tremendous take action. We're still looking for over 500,000 unaccompanied minors. What happened? Where are they? And this goes to the American public. If you see something, you must say something. 500,000 that we know about. That's a lot. That's a lot of children. We have our American children who have been put through the ringers in the last few years, going through all, and I don't have to list it out for you, what's going on. But you know what? It starts today, January 21st. I am convinced. It's been a wonderful weekend. Not only was it my birthday on Sunday, we had yesterday, and I can't help, and I wish the American public could think like this, because they usually think 2 parties, left, right. I wish everybody could think. It's funny because I just was doing an interview with somebody, and I put that out there. I wish everybody could think it is about America. It is about our future, our children now, our teens. They're our future adults and leaders. But this is a reminder. While everybody is celebrating and happy, and it's going to be glorious, the work, and it's going to be very hard. No glossing over this one. Remain vigilant. Remain vigilant 24/7, 365. The next 4 years will be the most important time in our American history. That is what I believe. And we need to stick together. We need to share truths and facts and realities. I'm going to become a little bolder in the way I talk in public now because I'm going to, and I always kind of was, I was not welcomed and am not welcome in a lot of circles. You know, I live in the middle of New York City. We'll leave that for a minute. I don't care anymore. This is about you. It's about children. It's about the future of America. I was recently told that, well, of course, and I'm paraphrasing here a little bit, well, of course they don't want to interview you, Lynn, about Lynn's Warriors because you sit with a flag behind you. Yes, I do. And I always will. And I'm proud of that. And I'm proud of my America. And I can't wait to see what's going to be unfolding. All I know is we'll be back in Washington. We'll be giving our 2 cents. We will be making speeches. We will be allowed to talk about what we want to talk about because it's all about you. It's about protecting you. So although we're in this glorious moment right now, there are a lot of people that are miserable. I'm not focusing on that at all. I'm focusing on what will protect our children, what will be take actions to help them with their mental health, families, education, futures, food on the table, rent, mortgages. That's what we want to focus on because at the Warriors, we focus on vulnerable communities. So join me. Our hashtag is Community Creates Change. Remain vigilant. Please share any videos on your platforms. I always say let's leverage the internet for good. Please take 5 minutes a day. Don't listen to, well, obviously listen to me. Be very careful what you're listening to. Don't be a repeater. Be a reporter. And what I mean by that is you might hear something on mainstream media, but go a little further. Just don't think that's the final word. Even things I tell you about. Don't take it in stride and think, well, that's the final word. Do a little investigative reporting. You've got the world at your fingertips with Google. And you have to vet, you have to be careful, where that source came from, who's giving you that information. Do a little research. Spend 5 minutes a day. It'll keep your brain fresh too, looking something up. Now, next thing, Take It Down Act has been reintroduced, this is your homework, into Congress, okay? And this is co-sponsored by Senator Ted Cruz and Senator Amy Klobuchar, bipartisan, working together and doing a great job that if AI images, I'm going to break this down very easily, AI images, if they appear on a platform, that platform has 48 hours once you are told that you contact, their community contact number, email, whatever they give you. If they do not, the tech platform, take these images down and respond in 48 hours, they can be held criminally, excuse me for a second, liable. I get very excited when I talk about these things. This is a starting point, right? All of you out there, TikTok will be okay. President Trump is going to be figuring it all out. We've known this from the beginning. And we have to start coming together. But that being said, I don't have time anymore for people who don't want to have a constructive, critical analysis of issues, don't want to take actions that make a difference. But I do believe 2025, a lot of things are changing right in front of us. Don't you feel it? Can't you see it? So join me, lynswarriors.org. You can always write to me, lynn@lynswarriors.org. Be thankful, be grateful, and remember always, talk to your children, age appropriate, openly, and honestly. Get them to put those devices down. Again, I'm going to go back to 5 minutes, just 5 minutes a day. But you have to put the device down as well. Do a puzzle, just have a conversation. 5 minutes isn't that long. Prepare a meal together, set the table, read a book, whatever it is. You probably need 10 minutes, but make a difference. Be part of this strong America. Remember, it's always about the children and teens. It's not about you and me. Be a leader. Community creates change. Now, each and every day when you wake up, go out and be a warrior.